Audio Jungle.
Good morning, it's Matthew, and welcome back. It's now 9:56 AM here northeast of the UK, and you can see here that I'm going to be doing more on the CCTV cams around the world. Let's see what footage we can find on the skyline cams. So I'm going to go to another cam now, so have a great day, and remember to keep safe and eyes to the skies. Here we have a cam in Croatia. Now, the thing is, you can see the two reflections, the plasma. Can you see where the sun reflection is here? And then just below, you've got the horizon there, where you've got Nemesis. It's reflecting on the horizon. This is reflection from Nemesis. This is the sun reflection. And also, basically, there's many reflections out there, and we just got to keep an eye on the cams because it's dark again across Europe and across the world as well. Very dark. So I'm going to go to another cam now. For 11 o'clock in the morning, it's too dark. You can see now as the sun is up, and you've got that object in front of the sun. It's dimming the sun. And also you can see the reflections from Nemesis. That haze of creamness, that haze of orangeness, that is Nemesis that's reflecting all across here on the skyline. So we're going to go to another cam now, but this is so evident now because we're getting all these huge reflections off the horizons from Nemesis, the binary twin. Here on this Italian cam, you can see on the left-hand side, this is the reflection from the sun and the object in front of it that's making it dim. And look at the ground as well, and it's just too dark for 11 o'clock in the morning. And look across the sky as well, the red reflections from Nibiru. All these reflections are here now, and we just have to keep our eyes to the skies. You can see it on this Borneo cam. You can see that darkness to the right hand side on the sky. The sun is up, and look at the ground. Look where the snow is on the bottom of the mountain on the right hand side. Look how yellow it is. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be white, clear. So we're getting a reflection, a refraction, and we've got these heavenly bodies that are very close to our sun now. It's so important that we basically keep our eyes to the cams and also to the skies, and just basically watching around the world. It's good to be able to study the skies around the world. And also I'm going to go to another cam, so I'll be back in 2 seconds. This is the ski slope in Bulgaria and Italy. Now, I know that the redness and also the red object at the bottom left hand side around the sun there is lens flare. Now look at how dark it is on the left hand side. There is something huge coming in, and it's getting darker every time I'm doing the videos. It really is getting much darker every single time. Look at the right side of the sun. Now look at the shape of the sun. The shape of the sun is completely different now. It just looks like an oblong. It doesn't look square or round, or, I mean, look at it. There is an object that's with it on the right hand side that's illuminating. Thing is, though, we are definitely having some crazy times. We really are. As I say, these are high definition cams. And also, just very bizarre, the sun's shape. The rest of it's lens flare, but the dark sky on the left hand side, it should be bright. The sun should be brightening it up. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, come on. There is something huge out there, something big that's coming in. I got an email this morning as well by a good friend of mine as well, Terry, who sent me an image of an object going down in the skies, reported on the 13th of January, and it's not the moon or anything like that, and I'll be showing that footage shortly. It's definitely the binary twin. It's here. It's here, and it's showing itself far too much now. And have you noticed as well that NASA's not saying anything now? They've not been on news media or nothing for a long time, because they're fully focused on the situation. This is what I believe. And I also believe, as I said before, that the space station is unmanned now. They have to be unmanned, because there's so much trash up there now. They're spinning around and everything. Bits coming off the sun. There's so many asteroids and objects that are coming past our Earth. As we're all in bed, they are spinning past our Earth. So dangerous. And we're not realizing this. People are unaware of this. If one hit or landed near us, that'd be it. We'd be wiped out. We are on the Thin ice. We are really on thin ice with this now. And they still won't pump anything out to news media or into the papers because they don't want to stop their banking system. You know, their money system to keep everything running, to keep us in check, to keep our heads down, to dumb us down with these chem planes. They've been doing this for years. They've been putting stuff in our foods, in our waters. They've been doing everything. You can see here on the screen the chemtrail that's going past the sun. Let me tell you something. It's not to do with climate change. It's a complete hoax. It really is a complete hoax. And they are shortening their span on their chemtrails as well to make them look like contrails. They really are. You see them every morning, as I said before. They spray in the skies everywhere to try and stop us from seeing the binary twin and Nibiru. Nibiru is up there. I've got a funny feeling though, well it's not funny is it, but I've got a feeling really, to be honest with you, that the dark shadow is part of the Nibiru system. It really is. We've really got to prepare for this now because there's some crazy things going on up there in the world now, up in the skies. But many of the public are still eyes down to their Game Boys and their PlayStations and Pokemon games. And I mean, it's just Nintendo's. And I mean, come on. We need to get people to look up as well now. It's so important. It really is so important. I'm going to go to another cam now, so respect to everybody. I just want to go back to this cam, okay? It's very important. Can you see the two reflections, okay, behind those chemtrails? Look at the sun that's above on the left-hand side and the binary twin on the bottom right-hand side there, reflecting that yellow haze reflection. Look on the right-hand side further again. There's another reflection for a heavenly body. 3 reflections. Can you see this now? These heavenly bodies are up there. They really are. And basically, it's only a matter of time now until they start burning through them chems. There's other videos that are out there now that are showing you that they are burning. The binary twin is burning through the chemtrails now. It will, because it still reflects and still emits heat. It's still, it's a dying sun. The thing is, though, basically, it's there still. It's not going nowhere, is it? You know, it's going to come, and it's basically on that orbit that's heading our way now. We are now Earth. Mother Earth is heading its way through the passing now. It really is. And as I said before, there's lots of NASA scientists and people like Lloyd Pye and other people around the world like Dr. Harrington who knew this was coming. Now the thing is though, if these people were still alive, they would alert everybody. They would alert. They would know it was here. They would know it was here. They would turn around and say, I told you it was going to happen. They had to get rid of them people. They really did have to hide them under the rug. Get rid of them. Because they were talking too much truth. Because the powers to be don't like it. They don't want you to see the truth. They just want to play their games with us humans. With the banking system, as I said, and all of the other things. It's time to stop them now. It really is. Time to stop them, and it's time for us to wake up. Which we all are. Our subscribers are awake. You can see the 2 reflections. I'm going to go to another cam. More lower clouds and chemtrails. Look how low these clouds are. And they move very slowly, and look at the darkness on the land as well. The time in the morning as well, it's too dark, far too dark. You can see that reflection just below where the sun is at the top, that pink reflection from the binary twin. They hide it every day now, every single day. This is an interesting image. It's in Italy, and also you can see the sun. It's like a square sun. It's not our round sun anymore. But there is lens flare that's with the sun, but you can see in the middle of the screen a brown looking object. That is not lens flare. There is a heavenly body that doesn't move with that lens flare. Can you see it? It seems to be rotating, or it's basically there. It's not moving or anything, and you can see the chem planes going across it. If you look closer, you'll see chem planes spraying right across that object, and I believe that to be Nibiru. Now the rest of it is lens flare, but that object isn't moving. Look on the horizon now. This is so important. Okay. Look where the sun is. Look on the horizon, and you've got the binary twin reflection, that orange haze. We all know it's here now anyway, so there's no point saying, is it here? Because it's now a question is, when is it coming? When is it going to happen? When is the day going to happen? Now I'm asking the same question as well. Because I believe that object in the middle of the screen there is reflecting that darkness on the right hand side, blocking the sunlight. These objects are now in front of the sun and they're heading our way. Now the thing is, so basically I've studied webcams and I've studied other cams and also special lenses and things, and it's just basically so important that we circle the objects that are actually on the screen to show you these are lens flares. This is lens flare. This is just basically lens flare. The sun is in a very strange shape. This object here doesn't move. It's here. Also down here you've got this reflection again from the binary twin. Now the thing is, they are using cloaking devices up there. They've been using them for years, many years. It's this dark shadow that as well I'm worried about, because the thing is, this object here is causing this shadow, I believe. Nibiru is actually in our solar system now. So we're going to go to the next cam, but please keep an eye on the cams. It's so important. Here is another cam in Italy, an Italian cam. Look at this area, how dark it is. Now the time would be 11, quarter to 12. Now look at it, it's too dark. A reflection on the left hand side, the bottom left hand side, and the sky is in a silvery haze. And the hydrogen is being burnt off the clouds. You can see the red reflections from the binary twin. These orangey red reflections are from the binary twin, Nemesis. This is the Gargano National Park cam, where you can see how dark it is again in Italy. Look at it, it's too dark. And also the sun's gone up and you can see that reflection on the right hand side beaming through from the binary twin. Because now we have the binary twin that's up and rises up in our skies now, every single day. The reflections are getting so much bigger now. Now the thing is though, we are being affected right now because many are reporting, and also if you study the around on different web pages as well, you will see that the earthquakes are getting more erratic, and also the volcanoes are starting to get erratic too. And I did a video last night of that cam that's in Antarctica. Now the thing is though, you can see where the sun moves, and you can see then that the binary twin moves with it afterwards, goes downwards. Very strange times. There is definitely other objects that are lighting up our skies every single day. They can't hide it for much longer. They really can't. Because them Sumerians, they saw what was coming. They saw their fate. And I read a book about the Sumerians over the weekend last week, and I'm going to read other important messages in them books. Because it's a real eye-opener. It really is. To put all the pieces together to know the truth of what's really going on. I'm going to go to another cam now. This is another Italian cam in Fondo Grande. You can see the haze. I mean, the sun looks like a plasma. Look at this. Look at the plasma coming off it. The shape of the sun is just very strange. They are hiding it with an object. And look how dark it is. I mean, the sun is beaming down as hard as it can. Look how dark it is. There is an object that is up there, the heavenly body, Nibiru. And look at the left side. You can see the reflections from the binary twin and Nibiru. This solar system now is heading into our solar system. It's here now. Earth is ready for the change. Earth is ready for its pole shift. It is so evident now. It's too dark. And also this light source on the right hand side. This is not how our natural sun should be. Our natural sun should be nice and round, and the colouring and everything is just completely wrong. It really is completely wrong. Because the thing is though, these reflections are getting huger every single day. And look at the shadows on the ground as well. And these people that are skiing still think it's normal. And they're just going on in their merry ways in their lives and just carrying on. But those who are awake will stand up and look and think, what is going on? There's huge problems up there. And NASA can only hold it for so long until everybody's going to start witnessing all across the world of what's happening. Because we've got these heavenly bodies that are up there and they're heading our way. Because the earth is ready to be cleansed. It's ready for its pole shift to start again. It's done it before, 6 times before. It's been documented before as well. It's just time now. It really is. I can see a round object just here. There is a round object just here. The thing is though, it's just basically keeping an eye to the skies and just carrying on until we see these objects very, very clear in our skies. And then I think media might start reporting it and saying, oh, look what's happening, don't worry, it will pass. It's just some part of something we're doing, the military. Just carry on. Well, guess what? We have had enough of your lies now. So we're just going to keep our eyes to the skies. Here is a Loreto Italian cam. You can see here as well. It's very sad really. Look at the hydrogen being burnt off the natural clouds. Our natural clouds are just being pushed away and they're not looking after the land. And no protection because the ingredients of the clouds have gone. And also above will be the haze, the silvery haze from the chemtrails. And again, for the time of the day, it's too dark. It's darkened everywhere. It's getting darker every day anyway, so it's just here in the UK. It's very, very dark. Chemtrails, red skies, and that shadow's there. If you get up at say 3 AM in the morning, you can hear them turbine chem planes that are flying very high altitudes, spraying our skies before the sun comes. And also they're using that device up there as well to cover the sun and also cover what's coming. Sometimes it does basically show. They can't hide it 100%. And I have seen it, and many, many others have seen it. Anyway, I'm going to go to another cam now. Here is another live cam in Porto Magamo Bay, and that's in Italy as well. Can you see these chemtrails that they put up in the skies? They are lining up to where the binary twin is, Nemesis. Can you see the chemtrail that's down on the horizon as well? And look at the natural clouds being burnt. They're being burnt away. They're lowering down. And there's also that cloud, that strange cloud that's lit up very bright in the middle of the top screen. There is something there. They cover everything. They have been doing it for years. And also, it's just basically watching the skies every single day. Because look at the land. Yellow and dim and pink. For the timestamp as 12 just gone. It shouldn't be like that, should it? It really shouldn't be. I mean, look at the pink reflection to the left of where that cloud is that's brightening up. Something is brightening it up. It's very important that we get this right to see what's going on in our skies, because I have never seen these sort of skies before, ever. Now, there is something that's there 100% with that cloud, so it's important to have a look what's going on, because this is the part where we've been seeing these reflections. Because I have seen so many times this reflection coming through from the right side of the sun when it's being chemtrailed, these rainbow effects, and many others have seen it as too. This blue, green and yellow, and it's very bright. They're hiding the binary twin and Nibiru. They're hiding this system now. The skies have changed. These clouds are so low now, too low. Here's another cam. Now look at this. 12 o'clock in the daytime. Darkness. Look how dark it is. The sun's up. The chemtrails are on the horizon. The binary twin is on the horizon. And Nibiru is by the sun. It's dark. This cam is a high definition cam. It's very clear. And it's basically showing the truth. Look how dark it is in the sky. And also on the left hand side you've got lens reflection, but the right hand side there's an object. It's huge. It's a large object. But look on the horizon. They are chemtrailing. Now, this has got to be huge evidence to show you that they are spraying our skies. The sun is up. It's up. Look at the right hand side. Look how dark it is on the right hand side. You've got that right hand shadow. Every single cam, nearly every single cam I'm showing, we're getting this huge reflection on the right side. They are cloaking Nibiru. They are cloaking it. Now, if they didn't cloak it, every single person with their iPhones and their mobile phones and camcorders, telescopes, everything will be watching that heavenly body coming in now. They really would. Must be millions of people that know and see it now. People that work for NASA, government, the powers to be, other organizations around the world that have been paid to keep their mouths shut. Keep the public in the dark because you will be saved, and leave them up on the land. It's so important. The thing is though, they do give science fact and science fiction in films. The science fact, they give these snippets of information to show you, to try and wave it in your face for a bit, but they know that you're keeping your eyes closed as you're watching the screen. Anyway, I'm going to go to another cam now, but this image is just speechless. Here is the San Anglio cam in Italy as well. I mean, look at that. It's absolutely outstanding how people are not noticing. It's 12:01 lunchtime, and how dark it is on the ground. How pink the skies are, like we get pink skies in the night, where you've got the them pink clouds and the purple black sky. What's going on? These buildings are dark. Now the thing is, the sun is definitely dimming in these parts of the world. We're in the shadow part. Now before, it was all bright. Everything was bright. Lunchtime, it was light and bright. And this is what's happening now on our land here in the UK. We're getting this dark, dim shadow. And also, it's just important to keep an eye on these cams, because they're just hoping that people don't notice this. That they can't hide the shadows. The powers to be can't hide the shadows and the reflections and the colouring. More reflections of the binary twin nemesis behind those chemicals and cloudings. They mix everything up right down to the horizon. It's just basically that when this pole shift happens, I hope people are saved and prepare for the worst. I really do. There's going to be many, many people that are going to lose their lives. And I, hand on heart, hope that they don't. I really, I don't want people to, I want people to be safe and to prepare for this, because it's happened before, and we need to awake a lot of people to this situation. Because I want to, I'm just going to keep doing the cams and showing you the skies are changing all over the world. Because it's already started. We are slipping already. The North Pole is slipping downwards. The UK, Europe, we're all slowly moving. We won't feel it, but we are slowly moving now. It's been going on for quite a few years now. But when it gets close, the magnetic pull will shift us, and it's only going to be a matter of days. It's going to be very, very quick. Indeed, we are not used to that. So I just want the government to explain this, give out a warning. But they're not doing it, are they? They're just so into themselves, aren't they? They're just so greedy, and they just want to keep our money and just leave us to fend for ourselves. And that's what we've got to do, and we're just going to do this for us. And I'm going to go to another cam now. Here is another Italian cam. Now look how dark it is. This is another part of Italy, but you can see the dimness and darkness on the sky. And also the sun's up, you've got this red haze here from Nemesis. And also there's just darkness on the land. It's just basically these people. I know it's a damp, rainy day, but the thing is though, it's too dark still, isn't it? It's too red, it's too dark. The sun is up. There's something going on, and it's very, very in your face now, isn't it? It's very here. These objects are here 100%, and we need to basically keep studying the skies. I'm going to go on to the mountain cams tomorrow. Well, sorry, tonight. I'm going to go on the mountain cams, and also I'm going to go on the Soho cams and see what's going on with our sun. Because the thing is, though, basically the Soho cams basically they refresh themselves every 7 days. So it's time now to check those cams as well this evening to see what's going on in the up there in space as well, and also the reflections of the space station as well. You can see that it's changing its color because of the tint and also the reflections from the heavenly bodies that are coming in now. You won't get that whiteness from the sun. It's also now changing from yellow to pink, and all these colors are coming from space. These huge celestial objects are up there now, and it's about time now that we prepare. Here on this cam as well, you can see the pink reflection behind those thick clouds. And Nemesis is trying to cut through them clouds. We'll try and do that every single day. It's just amazing how people are not noticing how dark it is. It's darker here in the UK, but look how dark it is there as well. It's just so here now, isn't it? I'm going to go to another cam. Here as well, you can see the dark shadow on the left hand side, and you can see the plasma coming from the sun, and look at the natural clouds being burnt, the hydrogen's being burnt off them. So dark, so dim. People walking around with those evening skies every day, as we're being eclipsed by the binary twin. We are in a binary situation. We always have been, but now our sun's twin, Nemesis, is with us. It's with us now, and it's proven it because the Earth's core is heating up. It's causing all these problems on the top of the Earth, the volcanoes and the earthquakes. There's more and more pressure that's being pumped out of our Mother Earth right now. And soon we're going to have a huge event. A really huge event. These volcanoes could cover our skies within minutes. Just like, it's just amazing how things can turn out. As I said before, and I've said it before many a times, calm before the storm. And we're going to get a huge problem soon, because the skies prove it every day. They really do prove it. These chemtrails, these burnt clouds, the reflections. I mean, this person down on the bottom of the screen, eventually is going to realize that everything is changing. I'm going to go to another cam now, so respect to all you subscribers and viewers. It's great that you're watching the cams, just fantastic. I'm going to leave you now with this Rio de Janeiro cam. As you can see, evidently, look at it, they have chem smoked the sky. Look on the land as well, it's just too dim. Every single time I come to this cam at this time of the day, I see this darkness and dimness. They blanket the sky, they cover the binary twin, so you can't see it, they can't see it. And then when it moves, as it does, through the sky, the atmosphere, and then they clear the screen. It's happening every day now, it really is. So I'm going to go, as I said, I'm going to check the Soho charts later on this evening. And thank you for all your respect and kindness of what you've sending me all them fantastic emails. I will get through those emails, and I will show you the pictures, and I will put them on a video. It's just basically I'm getting a lot of emails from you kind subscribers now of different images and fantastic messages that you've sent me of what you've experienced and what you've seen and everything. It's just fantastic because at the end of the day, we've all seen the same thing, and I've seen them things too. So there is crazy things going on up there. We know this. We really do. Because Mother Earth is on its orbit, going through the different seasons and basically around our sun. And there's billions and billions of objects up there in space. And they are so hazardous to us. They can easily get through to the keyhole into our atmosphere and cause us huge problems. There is objects up there every single day. We've got Apophis that's following us. And it will come here. People will see that object. Anyway, so respect to you and eyes to the skies, and I will get back to you soon from Matthew Rogers. Other cam. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. This is the ski slope in Bulgaria and Italy. Now, I know that the redness and also the red object at the bottom left hand side and around the sun there is lens flare. Now look at how dark it is on the left hand side. There is something huge coming in, and it's getting darker every time I'm doing the videos. It really is getting much darker every single time. Look at the right side of the sun. Now look at the shape of the sun. The shape of the sun is completely different there. It just looks like an oblong. It doesn't look square or round or... I mean, look at it. There is an object that's with it on the right hand side that's illuminating. Thing is though, we are definitely having some crazy times. We really are. As I say, these are high definition cams. And also, just very bizarre, the sun's shape. Look at the ground as well, and it's just too dark for 11 o'clock in the morning. And look across the sky as well, the red reflections from Nibiru. All these reflections are here now, and we just have to keep our eyes to the skies. You can see it on this Borneo cam. You can see that darkness to the right hand side on the sky. The sun is up, and look at the ground. Look where the snow is on the bottom of the mountain on the right hand side. Look how yellow it is. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be white, clear. So we're getting a reflection, a refraction, and we've got these heavenly bodies that are very close to our sun now. It's so important that we basically keep our eyes to the cams and also to the skies, and just basically watching around the world. It's good to be able to study the skies around the world. And also I'm going to go to another. The rest of it's lens flare, but the dark sky on the left hand side, it should be bright. The sun should be brightening it up. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. Come on. There is something huge out there, something big that's coming in. I got an email this morning as well by a good friend of mine as well, Terry, who sent me an image of an object going down in the skies, reported on the 13th of January, and it's not the moon or anything like that, and I'll be showing that footage shortly. It's definitely the binary twin. It's here. It's here, and it's showing itself far too much now. And have you noticed as well that NASA's not saying anything now? They've not been on news media or nothing for a long time, because they're fully focused on the situation. And this is what I believe. And there's many reflections out there, and we just got to keep an eye on the cams because it's dark again across Europe and across the world as well. Very dark. So I'm going to go to another cam now. For 11 o'clock in the morning, it's too dark. You can see now as the sun is up, and you've got that object in front of the sun. It's dimming the sun, and also you can see the reflections from Nemesis. That haze of creamness, that haze of orangeness, that is Nemesis that's reflecting all across here on the skyline. So we're going to go to another cam now, but this is so evident now because we're getting all these huge reflections off the horizons from Nemesis, the binary twin. Here on this Italian cam, you can see on the left hand side, this is the reflection from the sun and the object in front of it that's making it dim. And look.
Audio Jungle.
Good morning, it's Matthew, and welcome back. It's now 9:56 AM here northeast of the UK, and you can see here that I'm going to be doing more on the CCTV cams around the world. Let's see what footage we can find on the skyline cams. So I'm going to go to another cam now. So have a great day, and remember to keep safe and eyes to the skies. Here we have a cam in Croatia. Now the thing is, you can see the two reflections, the plasma. Can you see where the sun reflection is here? And then just below you've got the horizon there where you've got Nemesis. It's reflecting on the horizon. This is reflection from Nemesis. This is the sun reflection. And also basically